Hello everyone, today I will show you how you can get the creative blaze cake. This is a quest in the final chapter in the Taste of Power. So this is the quest, the creative blaze cake. So to get these cakes, we need to get first the simple blaze cakes. And to get the simple blaze cakes, we need to get the blaze cake base first. And to get that one, you need eggs, sugar, and cinder flour. We're gonna get our flour by using netherrack on the natural altar. So simply remove the transmutational catalyst and leave only the crumbling catalyst. Netherrack on the altar, and after a while it will turn into cinder flour. So here I have eggs, sugar, and flour, and now we're gonna go down and create the base cake. If you wonder why I'm not getting damage, it's because I'm wearing the Awakened Supremium armor that allows me also to fly. So, we will put, if you're doing a lot, it's good to put the eggs in a hopper. But right now we're not doing a lot, so I think we could put everything in the hopper. Otherwise you just throw everything inside. So this is the mechanical press. And this is the basin. So here we have a chest next to it and an underside funnel. So you shift right click the funnel onto the chest, and here on the side, one block below the basing, we have a depot. And this setup takes these cakes, the base of the cakes, it brings it automatically into the chest. So when I'm doing a stack, I'm just throwing everything in apart from the eggs. I'm using a hopper attached to the basin for the eggs because they are like, they just have 16 in every stack. Now let's have a look how this is connected. It's getting power through this cogwheel. It's basically a series of cogwheels that are sending power along this line. And the main one is connected with a shaft into a water wheel. Just place the water wheel and water on it. Now the other things here, I'm not sure we need them for these cogwheels to work. I'm not an expert in Create, guys, so this is the setup of a newbie like me, which for some reason was doing weird things here. I think these things were necessary at some point, but not anymore. Yeah, you see, these are not necessary. I'm just removing them to prove to you that they are not necessary. Yeah, for some reason, for some kind of setup, I needed them. So it's very easy, just a water wheel, shaft, cogwheel, one cogwheel after the other into the mechanical press. And you can use the wrench if you don't have the correct orientation. This wrench you can use. So it's done. We have 16 cakes already. And now we are going to use lava. You can use a mechanical pipe and with your configurator, shift right click until it's set to pull from a fluid tank into the spout. And then we're placing the base on there. I believe we could place another depot and they would go there. And they're ready. Blaze cakes are ready. Now, to make them creative, this is the most complicated part, and this is how I solved it. As I said, I'm totally new to create. This just worked for me. If you can find another way that's faster, go ahead and do it. So for anyone who wants to use what I did, here is the setup. So on the water wheel, we have cogwheels from the central part. Well, mine goes into the spout, which is the central machine. And then we have shaft, cogwheel, and then 2 cogwheels on that side, 2 more cogwheels on that side. And then we're attaching a deployer. I have a hopper to go into the deployer. This will be extremely useful because the deployer arm can only have a stack of experience droplets on it. So if you want to be AFK for a longer time or just do something else while this is working, you can use a chest on top of the hopper into the deployer for the experience droplets that you get from bees. So this is how you get the experience droplets on the deployer. Guys, the deployer is going to be a little bit weird to get the correct orientation. Just use the wrench and try different sides until you get this orientation here. Now, over here we have the spout. It needs to be filled with dawnstone, so I have a mechanical pipe set to pull with the configurator. Shift right click until it's set to pull, and an ultimate fluid tank. I recommend an ultimate fluid tank and not an elite one because you would run out too fast. So after this we have the mechanical press here. The cakes are being pressed there. It just does it automatically. It's a little slow, but I don't know how to make it faster, and honestly I'm glad this is working. I don't want to make it faster. And now down here for the belt we have shafts, 2 shafts down here. And the shafts are connected to cogwheels. Now, I'm glad that I didn't remove this one because this was absolutely necessary here. This is a gearbox that you hook it onto the cogwheel, the top one, and it changes the way that the kinetic energy flows from horizontal, it goes vertical. So you take it 3 blocks down, and then you can attach another gearbox. There's a shaft in the middle. And now we can have cogwheels that will give kinetic power down here. So here we have a series of cogwheels. It's a little bit weird because they are turning on opposite sides. So I would first get the cogwheels going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You put 2 shafts, one on this side, one on the other side, and then over it you put the belt. The belt is it's made out of sea kelp. It's the mechanical belt, this one, out of dried kelp. You make this. So you right click it until it's one belt from one shaft to the other. And you have the basis of it. So if your belt is going the other direction, because that's what was happening with my setup, simply change the position of the first and the last machine. And then depending where you have your first machine, you go and you place a chest and an underside funnel. So you shift right click it onto the chest. It goes on top of the belt. That doesn't matter. And you're gonna put your blaze cakes in here. Now the funnel will grab the cakes and will put them on the belt. So the deployer will recognize them and it's going to deploy the experience droplet. Like so, yeah. And when it's done, it will continue. They will continue until they go under the spout, which is full of dawnstone. And it will put dawnstone on it. At the same time, the deployer is working on another cake. And at the same time, the press is also working on another one. So the mechanical press is the slowest one. Unless you can somehow make it faster. And then we have here another chest and another underside funnel. So these guys go in there. And they go into this chest. We have here a logistical transporter. Shift right click until it's set to pull. So it pulls the cakes and brings them back into the first chest. And that's how this is gonna go on and on and on while you can write a book or something. And eventually you will start getting creative blaze cakes like these. So if you shift over the cake, it gives you some information. Especially these ones, which have gone through, it tells you the recipe sequence. You see here progress. 3 out of 300. 42 out of 300. Here down in the recipe sequence. This one's 33. This one's 186. It's halfway to becoming a creative one. 213. Some of them haven't gone through. So I'm gonna put these here as well. I'm saving the creative ones because they will also start to go on the belt. We don't need that. Now when you get the creative one, you can use it on this guy, a blaze burner. you right click on it twice. The second time when it becomes blue, it's more powerful. So this guy, the blaze burner, will now burn forever. You will not need to put lava into him anymore. So I guess when you're doing the basing and the mechanical press for the base of the cakes, I think you probably need the blaze burner to be burning. Oh no, it says no heating required. You don't need that, but it's good to know, maybe you will need it at some point later. Okay. And because sometimes this guy gets confused and starts spitting out sugar cubes, you can right click here with a base of a cake so that it will only create this recipe and nothing else. Yeah, and this is the setup. Very briefly, without a lot of explanations, I will show you where I'm getting my dawnstone from. Most people get it from bees. I'm just too tired to do bees again after the enigmatic bees. So I set up this chaotic thing. And I'm producing dawnstone here. So 128 inside the pipe. It's full. And now the ultimate tank is receiving also. So what I've done here is basically I have two mixers. This is one of the mixers and this is the other mixer. Each mixer is receiving from one side copper and from the other side gold. Each melter is taking gold or copper from the same chest. So we have here two melters sharing a chest with 10,000 gold ingots. Hoppers into the melters so that I don't have to think about restacking these guys. That happens automatically. Here we have copper, again 10,000, and it's giving copper into two melters, and then the melters go into different mixers. Both mixers meet here in this fluid vessel that collects the dawnstone, and then I'm putting it into the ultimate tank, into a pipe, into another ultimate tank that I'm usually carrying with me to get the dawnstone, so that I don't have to disturb the process here. I have one way of producing ember over here that sends power into this crystal cell, and another way to produce ember through here that sends power into another cell. And I'm routing all ember through splitters into 6 machines here. One of them is too weak, so it's receiving energy from the second crystal cell. And this way the dawnstone production is just right for the rhythm of the creative cakes that I have down there. Or up there now, because we're going up. we still have a lot of dawnstone here. It's still working. And for the bees, that's right now a little bit of my weak point. I don't have a lot of experienced droplets. I have one hive here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hives here. And I may consider creating a couple more. Bringing the droplets here. And that's how it's going on and on. Okay, guys, I know this is complicated. For me, it was very difficult to figure this out. I had help from viewers and also from the Create Discord. And finally, I came up with this. All right, if you have any questions, write them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.